What's up, it's your boy Adam Marcy, the Mad Hatter, here today to talk to you about the new Avengers Infinity War trailer. Alright, so I didn't talk about the last one because, I don't know, I just didn't. Just didn't really feel like it. But this is... okay, not so much this precisely, but just both of them together, and the fact that Infinity War is happening in less than a month. It's... okay, a little more than a month. But you know what I mean, right? It's like this has been a thing that's been built up to for over 10 years. You know, like there are people who exist today who have never lived in a world where an Avengers movie, where a Marvel movie isn't being, where one or two Marvel movies aren't being released a year. And that's wild, because yeah, this has been going on for over a decade. It's fucking weird that this weird ass fucking experiment that Marvel was trying out, like we're gonna make an Iron Man movie, and maybe we're gonna make other Marvel movies that will lead into an Avengers movie, huh? But that shit. And then all of them did well, and we have the Avengers movie, and it's like, this is the most awesome thing ever. And at the very end, oh hey, Thanos is here! You're gonna have to wait for him, but he's gonna be awesome. And we did wait. And we waited, and fucking waited, but yeah! This is awesome! Thanos looks cool as shit! So yeah, this is the thing that everything's been building up to. The Infinity War. Thanos coming to Earth, getting the Infinity Gauntlet. He has 2 of the gems. 3 probably by the end of this, 4 probably by the end of this movie, because he has the Power Stone. He could have easily just gotten the Power Stone. He's got the Space Stone from the Tesseract, which Loki gave him. The Mind Stone is in Vision, so Vision's probably gonna die. The Eye Agamotto has the Time Stone. I don't know if he's gonna get the Reality Stone, because you'd think he would. No. Like the Power Stone was on Xandar, and the Reality Stone is with the Collector. So, no, you think you would have gotten the Reality Stone before coming to Earth? Huh. Weird. Anyway, so at this point, the only Infinity Stone we don't know where that is the Soul Stone. I don't know where the fuck that is. Like, I thought they were gonna reveal it in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Apparently they didn't. I thought maybe they would have showed it in the Black Panther. I still haven't seen Black Panther, so I actually don't know if they did. You know, I don't think they did. I don't think anyone mentioned, oh hey, the Soul Stone is in Wakanda or what the fuck ever. So if you have seen Black Panther and they did show the Soul Stone in that one, just tell me right now, because I'm really curious how the Soul Stone is going to play into this. Are they going to introduce Adam Warlock? That's what I want to know. Because Adam Warlock was a big deal in both the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity War. So you'd think, you know, they gotta bring him in. Especially since he's the one who, you know, owns the Soul Stone. I wonder if that's actually going to be, that's going to be the big cliffhanger, because this is going to be 2 parts. It's going to do what Justice League wanted to do, but couldn't because no one liked any of the DC movies before Justice League except Wonder Woman. So this is going to be in 2 parts. So I'm thinking that Thanos is going to get his hands on 5 of the stones. You know, he's gonna get his. You know, he already has power. We always saw he has power in space. He's gonna get his hands on time and mind and reality somehow, and Adam Warlock is gonna show up at the end of the first movie with the Soul Stone and say, "So, I hear you're having a Thanos problem. Maybe I can help." I think that would be cool. There's some people saying like, "Oh, he's gonna get all 6 stones and then snap his fingers, and then that's gonna lead into the next movie." It's possible. That'd be cool, but I don't think that's entirely possible. I think introducing both Thanos and the Soul Stone in the same movie might be overload. Or I don't know. I feel like they're gonna try and space that out. Like, they're gonna introduce the Soul Stone in this one. They're gonna introduce both Thanos and the Soul Stone in this one, or they're gonna introduce Thanos in this one, then introduce the Soul Stone, then have Thanos getting the Soul Stone in the second one, and, you know, all of the things that can happen when a psychotic mass murderer who is obsessed with dating death has godlike omnipotent power, you know? Like, that's gonna be the second one. Or, I don't know, like where he gets the full power of the Infinity Gauntlet, that is definitely gonna be in Infinity War Part 2. But when and how he gets all 6 stones, that's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm interested in. Sure, I haven't even talked about the fucking third. So everyone knows the first one by now. You know, it's been out for months. It was during the Super Bowl, which I didn't watch because I'm not interested in the Super Bowl. But, my family are actually big football fans, and they were ecstatic when they heard the Eagles won. Despite the fact that we live in Virginia, both my mom, my dad, and at least one of my cousins are all huge Eagle fans. It's kind of weird, you know. My mom was actually born in Virginia. That was really funny. But you know, then the first one starts with all the Avengers saying Nick Fury's famous line from the first Avengers movie. You know, "I had a dream of collecting a group of individuals who could fight the battles of the weekend." All of that stuff. It's really great. And then the slow build up to the Avengers scene just throughout the entire thing, as you see all of this awesome shit going around. Peter in the Iron Spider suit, Iron Man going up against Thanos, that giant fucking wheel thing in the sky over New York, Thor doing whatever the fuck in that giant Atlas fucking Superman igniting the sun. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but it was awesome. Captain America showing up in Wakanda and telling someone off screen to get him a shield. It's so fucking cool. and it ends with a huge battle in Wakanda, just all the Avengers and the entire Wakandan army going up against Thanos' forces, and then you hear the fucking theme. It was so magnificent. It was so glorious. That theme has never been as badass as it was in that moment. And the Avengers theme is fucking badass. It is the most badass superhero theme ever written. Even better than the Daughter Superman theme. Even better than the Burton Batman theme. Even better than the Justice League cartoon theme. It's so fucking cool, and the first trailer was awesome. It was so great. It gave us a little bit of glimpse of where everyone is now. Black Widow's blonde, I guess. Okay. I prefer redheads over blonde personally. That's just Banner's on Earth somehow. You know, Peter's still living his life, doing his thing. Apparently, Tony still managed to give him the Iron Spider suit because, you know, just in case, I guess. You know, just in case shit like this happens. Yeah, just all that stuff. It's great, and this trailer is just as good. Like we don't really get that much more in terms of story and what's really going on, but we do see a bit more of the characters. Like at the end of the first trailer, we see that Thor ran into the Guardians of the Galaxy while he was traveling through space with the citizens of Asgard. Still don't know what happened to them. Like, we know that Loki handed over the Tesseract, most likely to save his own skin, but possibly to save the rest of Asgard. Like, we see in this trailer that Thanos does, like, really hurt Thor after getting the Tesseract and extracting Space Stone from it. So it's not entirely clear what Loki's doing there. But the Guardians of the Galaxy are on Earth. We actually see Peter Quill and Tony Stark having a conversation, which is just as awesome as everyone thought it would be. Like, Tony's come out with this plan about, they basically have two people on their side with Infinity Stones, like, so they can use them as bait for Thanos. And Quill was like, okay, that's a good plan, but it sucks, so I'm gonna tell you my plan, and it's gonna be awesome. And so he was like, wow, is this what other people have to deal with when they talk to me? Like, I really think that's what's going through his head, like, oh my god, this is what I'm like to other people. Like, I don't think Tony's ever actually met someone as arrogant as himself. I mean, there is Strange, but at that point, Strange is kind of mellowed, and he's much more humble than he was at the beginning of his own movie. I mean, he's still him, but like it's way toned down. Like, so he's not as much of an ego as Tony is. But then you meet Star-Lord, a fucker who actually gave himself the name Star-Lord. And it's made really clear in Guardians of the Galaxy that no one calls him that except himself. So, I really want to see more scene between Quill and Tony, because that's gonna be fucking hilarious. You see more stuff. You see more of Thanos. Apparently, Thanos beat the armor off of Tony. There's a scene where half of Tony's armor is just fucking gone. And that had to have been when he was fighting Thanos. And that was just when he had 2 stones. Admittedly, one of the stones was the Power Stone, but still. And we see that more of the that the Avengers apparently came together, in the face of utter fucking annihilation, because you see Rhodey and Natasha and all of them, along with Steve and Sam and all of them, like the 2 splintered groups of Avengers who come together to face this, and they're all going to Wakanda, because obviously you're gonna want fucking Wakanda in on this. I mean, I don't think Black Panther is officially an Avenger yet, but like, he is an Avenger ally, and he has an entire army of highly trained warriors with the best tech on the planet. You're gonna want these guys on your side when you're fighting fucking Space Mussolini. I don't know. I couldn't say Space Hitler, because he isn't really Space Hitler. He's just like a mass murderer, so Stalin or Mussolini or something. I don't know history. But I actually kind of like this trailer because it showed that, yes, this is going to be the most epic Avengers movie ever, and it's going to be serious as fuck. But there's still going to be like moments in there too, because you got the moment with Peter and with Quill and Stark, and then you have the end scene where Peter Parker and Doctor Strange meet for the first time. It's like, and Peter just walks up to him and says like, "Hi, I'm Peter," and he's like, "I'm Doctor Strange." Oh, so we're going with fake names. I'm Spider-Man. Because yeah, Doctor Strange sounds like a superhero code name, and for the longest time, I actually thought that was his superhero code name. Like, this dude is actually named Stephen Strange. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Comics, sure. Let's go with that. Like, It just reminds me of the golden age of comics, because a long-time Wonder Woman villain is named Dr. Psycho. And like in the modern times, they've changed it, so his name is Edgar Cisco. It is spelled Psycho, but it's spelled different. It is pronounced Psycho, but it's spelled weird. But no, in the 30s when he was first created, no, his name was Dr. Edgar Psycho. Like, that was his name. His name was literally Dr. Psycho. Like, that's the kind of shit. Okay. Comics, sure, why not? But, I'm so looking forward to this, because this looks amazing. It might just be the best superhero movie ever made. Well, I say that, but, I mean, with Marvel's track record, you know that it's gonna be at least really damn good. Like, I feel a lot of people say, you know, Avengers 2 wasn't as good as the first Avengers, and it is. It just is. Like, that's just an undeniable fact. People have actually said that Avenger 2, that Age of Ultron is bad, and no, not bad, just not as good as the first one. Really, kinda couldn't be. Like, they were trying to juggle a lot more subplots in Age of Ultron than in the first Avengers, because in the first Avenger it was just Loki's being an asshole. We have six people. You have six people who can stop him, but they're all kind of assholes themselves, and they all don't really like each other, and they all have their own personal hang-ups, so they have to become a team. But that was pretty much it. It's just like these six disparate characters coming together to face a giant threat. And that's basically what the first Avengers was, but in Age of Ultron they had all sorts of other shit going on. You had Tony still not being like completely okay from him almost dying in space in the first Avengers, because that left some deep scars, and is playing the seeds of Civil War, and Cap is still kind of digesting shit from Winter Soldier, and and Nick Fury is on the run, and the Avengers are still like perceived as these all-around good guys, but then, you know, it's the cost of having these incredibly powerful beings also having basically no real governing force telling them what to do or where to go, and that's kind of weird. You have all this other shit, and then you also have Ultron and his stuff, and the Maximoff twins and their stuff, and Baron Strucker, even though he got taken care of in the first 10 minutes, and it was a lot to deal with in Age of Ultron, and while I think it did an okay job of balancing all of that, yeah, there are some chinks in the armor there. Like, it's very clear, like, it's more ambitious than the first Avengers movie, but it's also not as good. This one, I think they're going for a right balance of, because it is dealing with a lot, and it's also essentially wrapping up the entire universe. Like, this is the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's story, or the story that it's been telling for the last 10 years. Like the cinematic universe is still gonna go on. You know, we still got Captain Marvel. That's gonna release probably next year. We've got sequel to Black Panther, sequel to Spider-Man, sequel to Doctor Strange. We've got the Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out this year, right after Infinity War. And probably gonna be a lot more other Marvel heroes to get their own movies, TV shows, and just all sorts of shit that the cinematic universe is still gonna be able to do. And I think that's actually kind of cool. Like a lot of people are saying that most of the Avengers are gonna die in this one. Yeah, they are. Vision is definitely gonna die. Like, there is no questioning it. He has an Infinity Gem in his forehead. Thanos is gonna kill him to take that. Maybe Vision will be able to survive without the Mind Stone, but Thanos isn't gonna make sure of that. He's gonna kill Vision and take the Mind Stone. That's what's gonna happen. He's probably gonna try and kill Doctor Strange, although he's probably gonna be a major. Although Strange's probably gonna be a major factor in this movie, so you know he's not gonna die in the first one. Although he might die. Strange might actually die in the first one. You don't know. And then he could be brought back at the end of the movie. I don't know. The Infinity Gauntlet did some weird shit. Not easy to tell where this is all gonna go. Yeah, Strange actually did look like he was in some serious trouble. Like he was getting suspended, and there were a bunch of needles sticking in him. And some dude, I don't know who he was. Was he Hive? No, he wasn't Hive. From Agent Shield. I don't think he was Hive. Some weird gray dude with tentacles for hair. It looked like Hive, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was. If it was, why would he be after Strange? He could have been a Doctor Strange villain who teamed up with Thanos for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not actually sure where the cinematic universe. Obviously they're gonna do a few sequels, and they are gonna have Captain Marvel, but beyond that, yeah, man, I'm not sure. Infinity War might actually be the end. They're still gonna make Marvel movies, but this could be the end of the extended universe. I know they still have Galactus, unless that's still owned by Fox, and which they couldn't actually use Galactus. But I don't think there's gonna be any more deeply interwoven narratives between movies. The hunt for the Infinity Stones, that's over. That's done after Infinity War. So there might not be a connecting thread throughout the Marvel movies anymore. They might acknowledge that that they're all in the same universe. In Spider-Man 2. When they were coming up with names for Doc Ock, one of the suggestions was Doctor Strange, and Jonah said it's already taken, implying that Doctor Strange is indeed a character in this universe. But I think that's mostly what they're gonna do. They might have a cameo from another hero showing up in one hero's story, like Spider-Man showing up in the next Doctor Strange movie, or the next Black Panther movie, some other hero showing up, or stuff like that. There might be crossovers and stuff like that, but I don't think there's going to be a huge overarching story anymore. That's going to be finished with Infinity War, and they are still going to make Marvel movies and everything like that, but they aren't going to be as connected as they have been up until this point. And they might retire the main Avengers cast. If they do have another Avengers movie, they might bring them back, or it might be a new Avengers team, so to say, oh yeah, Iron Man and Captain America, they're still out there doing their thing, or maybe they retired and they're just, whatever, but I don't think I kind of doubt that after this, we're gonna see Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans or Mark Ruffalo. Maybe Chris Hemsworth. He might still be doing it. I think the main Avengers, the original Avengers cast, they might go on to do other things. They might not show up in other Marvel movies from now on, except for the odd cameo. Who knows? We're just gonna have to wait and see. So, Infinity War, I'm looking forward to it. Why the fuck wouldn't I? But what do you think is gonna happen after Infinity War? What direction do you think the Marvel Cinematic Universe is gonna go after this point? it's interesting to think about. This 10-year experiment is finally going to be over next year, and yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, my No Mercy, the Mad Hatter. I'll see y'all later.